Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 9th, 10th, and 11th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, because this is the weekend, I am going to use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I will pull a card from my Angels of Abundance with Doreen and Grant Virtue. And I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the overview, and remember, this is just the introduction if you're new here. Basically, down in the description, I have the timestamp where you can jump to your regular readings, but I do ask if you would watch the introduction at least one time, okay? But this is going to be the introduction that's tagged on to all of the videos. So you'll see this over and over again if you don't jump. Okay, so for the introduction, I will do a reading with my Waite Rider traditional and my Colette Baron read the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. That means I open myself up to higher power, Holy Spirit, God, whoever that is you want to call, and I just ask for the guidance, and I ask for the words, and I ask for blessings for you, for me, and that the words be true and that they resonate with someone out there. Anyway, let's see what we've got going on with just the planetary movements. I do have this posted on my website, so you may want to look at that if you want to just kind of glance to see. Right now, because we do have Mercury going retrograde on the 10th. So as of the 10th, we will have 6 planets retrograde. Actually, the 9th, 10th. And that's going to be Jupiter, which is in Aries, Mercury, which is in Libra. Right now, we have Neptune in Pisces, Pluto in Capricorn, Saturn in Aquarius, and Uranus in Taurus. So we've got a lot of interesting energy. And Mercury goes retrograde really the evening of the 9th at 11:35 p.m., and that would be Eastern Standard Time. So 2 planets are direct right now. Mars, which is in Gemini, and it's going to be there for like 8-9 months, I think. And then we now have Venus in Virgo. So that, but those 2 are going direct. A lot of retrograde energy, and retrograde energy means a lot of digging up of the past, digging up of the present, and also a little bit of laying new foundations for the future. So what's going on the 10th? Let's go here. The 10th, again, Mercury is retrograde now, 8 degrees Libra. There is a full moon in Pisces, and that's at 17 degrees. Now, this is a really strong wishing moon. Pisces is your deepest desires, your deepest hidden wants. Now, you also need to know that the full moon is conjunct with Neptune, which is also in Pisces. Dreams, again, deep energies there. Remember, Neptune is retrograde, so really digging up maybe some old memories and old wants and thoughts. Now, the full moon is squaring Mars in Gemini. Now, squaring puts a little pressure. It's, there's some pressure put on the full moon. Mars in Gemini. Mars is the god of war. Gemini is the twins, and very much, very intellectual, very thought-provoking type of energy. And it's really putting some pressure on that full moon to deliver. And then on the 11th, we have the sun, which is in Virgo, trining, which is, again, a very positive energy with Uranus. And that is the, expect the unexpected, which is now retrograde in Taurus. So the 10th and the 11th have some really strange energies, very positive energies. Uranus and Mars is really making things maybe a little more unexpected. So you might, and Mars in Gemini is really pushing for things to be done. So interesting stuff with that. I did post the Schumann resonance for today. I don't post it unless I'm seeing something a little bit on the odd side, or unless it's in that really white zone. And this one today was in the odd zone. Okay, I don't know, does this break or something? It was just very odd energies going on. So take a look at that. Let me know what you think about it. So let's go on for this weekend. So that we do have the strong full moon with, Neptune being, what did I say it was, conjunct with Neptune? Anyway, with Neptune, which is in Pisces, it is a really strong wishing moon. So again, remember, the moon to me is not, I do not worship the moon, but I do look at it as a divine creation, and it does affect the earth. The moon cycles does affect the moon, does affect the earth. So it is one that, it's one of those times to release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. Okay? So release, relinquish, and request. You can start that like 3 days before, 3 days after. But it is a very strong, it is about wishes, it is about dreams, it is about wanting more in our lives. And that's always a good thing, especially everybody that's watching, you are light workers, you are stargazers, you are star seeds. So you wouldn't be here except that there's something calling you here. So interesting weekend energy that, and it's interesting even that, September, except that those planets are, there's pressure put on those planets that are retrograde, the planets are putting pressure on us, with the retrograde energy. It's almost like, I don't know, is there a game being set up? It just feels like there's an anticipation, there's a watchfulness, there's a wanting, and it just feels like there's a readiness being made. Okay. I did take the weekend off for answering comments, but, because I was kind of on the computer light, okay? I really wasn't on the computer every day, and that's where I answer my comments, but I was watching on my phone. It's just that it's not easy to answer you the way I want to answer you. So thank you for all those comments. I really enjoyed them, and I really appreciate all the support you give me with that. Okay, let's go on now. Let's see what we've got here. Remember, anything reversed to me has a really strong, like, hey, let's pay a little more attention to this. Not that we don't pay attention to the others. It's just this was kind of like I really want you to notice and take note of this message. Okay, let's see what higher power, God, Holy Spirit, wants to say. And again, you don't have to have the belief system that I do. Take what I say and just adapt it to your own language, okay? I do believe we were all placed in certain spots in order to keep people's vibrations very high. Right, so here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. All of them are face down. Let's see, I should move this down just a touch. Here we go. Let's see what we have here. First card. This one's been coming up a lot, hasn't it? In the overview, in the what's going on in the universe. So we have that 4 of Pentacles. 4, again, stability, leadership, organization. We have the King holding his money closely, almost cherishing his money. There is the Pentacle, because Pentacles is earth energy, money energy, tangible energy. This is our Capricorn and our Taurus and our Virgo. Now, we are in Virgo season, but Virgo doesn't have a lot of planetary action except that it's got the sun in it right now. But, Uranus and Capricorn are, in that retrograde energy. So there is a lot of really holding your money dear, cherishing it in some ways, not necessarily putting it first for everything, but it is, guarding your money. There is a guarding energy right here. Thinking about money, there is money that's in that crown energy, but it is also crown. And remember, when we talk about chakras, the seventh chakra, from going from the bottom to the top, is the crown chakra. Now, so there's one thought that we can go with this, is that we're going to be thinking about money. It's going to be really kind of, very much in our minds, in our thoughts. But the other that I like to think, especially with the crown, is that crown chakra, and that there is a higher power that will be providing what it is we need. I have had many times in my life, I've gone through many ups and downs in financial cycles, and I know that it wasn't due to my wisdom at all, but I have been provided for. And then also we have the Pentacles under the feet. Now, I do find it interesting that, I don't know, is he wearing socks or is he wearing half boots? Let's say he's wearing half boots. But again, he's standing firm on his money. Or he's not standing, he's sitting. He's sitting, but the money again is underneath his feet. We have, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with that one just yet, but we have the city on the one side that has, has the colors in it. We have the city on the other that has the gray in it. Not sure where we're at with that either. So let's go on and we'll see. There is something about this, and I love to hear what you think about this. What you're thinking about this King of Pentacles, and he has been coming up. Not every overview reading, but he has been coming up a lot in our readings. So guarding money, thinking of money, protecting our money maybe even. But again, the crown, the fact that he has a crown, I am thinking that, we have to trust. We have to trust higher power to provide for us. Here we go. Next card is, we have that Two of Cups. Now, not so much with this card, but cup energy is our water energy. So that's our Pisces. We've got that full moon in Pisces right now. Scorpio, we have the South Node in Scorpio. So that's an interesting that's another type of video that I've not made. So there's a lot of past energy with Scorpio. It is Cancer energy. And that is fluid, it is romantic, very spiritual, very the feels, the good feels, the bad feels, the happy feels, the sad feels, okay? So it is, the cups, this is a two has choices, decisions, and it's also coming together energy here. And this one is generally the one that says, that people, you are coming together. You are joining together. You are sharing in something that is very spiritual and very major too. So here we go here. We have the cups. The cups are something that holds your fluids. We have the flowers around the man, and we have the olive leaves or the laurel around the woman. So there could be some, and then we have this, is that a griffin? I'm not very sure about that, but there is something that's very magical and mystical. Is that our sign for medicine? Not quite sure about that either. But there is a connection here. There is something about joining together and, keeping spirits light, but keeping spirits very, very, very loved. Okay, community. But could also be, if this was a individual reading, it could be twin flame, it could be soulmate energy too. Here we go. Our next card is, now we come to that Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen, all of the court cards, and I like that I can say it now because I won't say it in the individual readings. All of the court cards have dual energies. The pages, underlying energy is Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, like I said. It is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, money, job, career. The Knight's underlying energy is fire or rod energy, and that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Remember, Jupiter is still in Aries. Passionate, burning, very determined energy. Now we come to the Queen. Underlying energy is that water again. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Pisces is that full moon right now. Fluid, emotional, spiritual energy too. And then we come to the King, whose underlying, and that would be the King of Swords, whose underlying energy is air, which would be Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra all have stuff going on. So does the earth energy too. Water has a little bit of going on, and fire energy only has, which is still quite big, the Jupiter in Aries going on here too. So the Queen, underlying is that water energy, but it's also overlying is that pentacle energy, that earth energy. The Queen wants to make sure that she is taken care of, but also that her people are taken care of. And she doesn't necessarily want to take care of them in just meager ways. She wants to make sure that their needs are such that they're not going to, want more, that they'll be satisfied. So the Queen of Pentacles The earth energy here, she's a very loving energy. She's a very providing energy. She is a very much, a queen that wants to just make sure that there's no, that the people aren't wanting. Okay, so we've got some interesting money energy going on here, but then we have that water energy going on too. So there is something about, making sure that our physical needs are being met, but at the same time, our spiritual needs are being met too. So it's an interesting weekend. It's an interesting dynamic for this weekend. Okay, let's go on now. The Colette Barrett, right? Colette Barron read. Let's see what the Good Tarot has for us. Let's see. Higher Power, what do you have here for us? Because I feel like there's a lot, there's a lot of masculine energy. There's a lot of feminine energy. It's a it is a balanced energy with all that's going on in that earthly and spiritual realm. So interesting here. Let's see. Let's see what we've got going. Okay, here we go. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I wasn't going to do 3, but I guess we're going to do 3. Here we are. Here we are. We only do 1, but let's do our 3, and let's see what we've got here. Next card. That's the King of Air. Remember I told you air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Virgo, and Gemini energy. The king is very much a ruler. This king really, knows a lot. This is one that has experienced a lot, but he also rules with his head. He does not rule with his heart at all. Some people might say that he's a little bit cold-hearted with this, but he is somebody that says, we need to do what we need to do. So not necessarily warm and cuddly, but at the same time, not necessarily unjust either. There's a lot of justice with the King of Air. Okay, here we go. Next card. We have that 9 of Earth energy. So 9 is, let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. That earth energy is basically that same, the pentacle energy. So whatever this is going on, there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of smarts with this. It may not necessarily be something that connects with our hearts. We might be feeling why, but then the answer is it's like, this is the way things are being done. 9 of Earth does say that you will have your needs met. And sometimes the 9 of Earth is about having some of your wishes met also. So here we go. Last card, the Page of Air. So it's interesting that we had, when we had the Queen of Pentacles, it has a combination between the Pentacles and the what was this? The water energy. So the Page of Air now has the earth energy, because remember, underlying is the page, and we have that air. So this does have and pages, very much so, they love they love new projects. They love to start on new things. They believe that they can get through a lot of these things. A lot of this could be something to do with a job. It could be a career. It could be just even a way of tangible life. However, we have that air energy. The air energy does say that there can be some challenges. The air energy does say that, it's not necessarily an easy route to go down. However, that page is very enthusiastic. That page wants to try. And so there's a lot of interesting stuff. Spiritual, earthly energies being met. Yet at the same time, we really need to be very, the world is basically being very concise, very strategic, very, this is the way, these are the steps that need to be happening, need to be taken place. Needs are being met, though it might be a bit of a challenge for this weekend. Okay, now, you know what I'm going to tell you. Please comment. Tell me what this means to you. And why don't we now, and remember, when you're looking at these and you're, like I said, jumping past the introduction, remember that many people cross-watch. They watch their rising, ascending, moon, Venus, Mars and Mercury. Okay? Please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. You keep my channel moving, and you keep me growing, and you keep me on air, and I really do appreciate that. So why don't we start our videos now? Hello, my Cancers, and we have a full moon. It is in Pisces. You are the moon baby, so use that energy to put it out there, okay? Put it out there, my Cancers. I know there's money issues, there's love issues, there's security issues. Just put it out there. Put it out there, what it is you've been wanting, what it is you need. Release, relinquish, but also request. Request, my Cancers. There we go. Let's see what we've got here. Believe and have faith. Believe and have faith. Anyway, let's see what we've got here for my Cancers. 1, 2, and 3. Nothing is reversed. Here we go. First card is the Two of Air. Okay, so twos. Twos are about decisions, okay? Choices. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Also, it is coming together. So air energy is our Aquarius, our Libras. It's also our Gemini. Lots of stuff going on in Aquarius right now. Your thought process is making decision. The thing about this is, the thing about the Two of Air is there's some decisions for you to really think about, really make, really concentrate on. The thing is, you don't really want to make those decisions. You would rather not do anything but just sit there. You don't want to make you don't want to make the choices. Things, basically, you know what you need to do. You just don't want to do it. Maybe because you're tired. Maybe because it just seems like more of an effort to you. But again, it's one of these things, it's one of the things, just do it. Just do it. Life will be easier once you make your decision. And once you do, you'll find that it wasn't as scary as you might have thought it was. So being unwilling, unable, or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Self-delusion. We all live through that. We all do that, my Cancers. Here we go. Next card is the Queen of Water. Well, one of the things about the Queen of Water is she's definitely your energy. So Queen's underlying energy is water, and this is water. So there is a loving energy here. There is, Scorpio and Pisces, and there's a lot of that water energy in that sky right now. Also, too, it's raining and thundering, so there's a lot of water energy going on outside right now for us, too. But there is a spiritual thing here. There is a loving energy here. There is a flowing energy. The Queen of Water wants to do what's right and what's best for the people that she cares about, that she loves, okay? Sometimes to the point that her tummy hurts even, so you have to have some faith. You have to have some connection with your higher power. Have your connection with God or whoever that is for you to say, okay? But it is connecting. It is connecting, and it's praying, it's meditating, it's, and then knowing that what you're doing is out of love. Okay, I feel like whatever this decision is, it's not of your making. In fact, you would have liked to have made another decision, or you would have liked to have had a different outcome. I feel like whatever this is, it hurts your heart, not because it's hurting you. I don't really feel like this hurts you, but I do feel like it hurts your heart for someone else. Okay? Okay. So, tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. So next card is here, the World. So we have that 2 again, and we have a 1, new beginning. 2, 1 adds to 3, celebration, creativity, power of 3. So whatever this decision is, and again, it's almost like it's not going. It's going to affect you, but not dramatically affect you. But it does hurt your heart to make this decision because it's going to affect someone else. But the thing is, it's like the situation can't continue anymore. And it just so you have to do this, move on. You have to, it has to end. Something has to end. So I really feel like with this 2 and this Queen that there's a major okay, this is the end of it now. Now it's time for the world. Now it's time for things to open up for me. Now it's time for a new beginning for my Cancers. Okay, I know this isn't the Fool, but it's like something has to be resolved in order for you to move forward here. So we got that. We have that 2-1 again. We have Archangel Michael. Michael comes up a lot for my Cancers. And again, and this is, Michael is the warrior. Michael is the defender. Michael is the leader of the archangel armies. Okay, and Michael is the one that he was coming up quite a bit for Cancers, and now he's sporadically comes up for you. But whenever you call on Michael, Michael is there for you and will help you to move forward. So there's kind of a suggestion of leaving of something ending for something new to begin. There's like a transitional energy with this weekend. Anyway, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. It just leaves you kind of like sad. It's like something that could have been, it's not. Okay? But for you, my queen, and whether you be a male or a female, but for you, my Cancer, there's more to come, and it's really like a release. It's like a release for you too. So let's see what we have with John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for my Cancers. And don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the money, my Cancers. Money is coming. Here we go. Here we are. So now, reversed, this is Major Arcana. This is the Judgment card. There is a 2 again, choices, decisions, 0, God, source, energy. The truth. Things come out. Things are weighed and balanced. The truth shall set you free. Truth is there. And it really opens up eyes. It opens up eyes. So, so continue to live in your truth. Continue to do what it is. The Judgment card's an interesting one in that it is really where you have to look at yourself. You have to look at your part, what part you play in whatever game or whatever part of the life it is that you've been playing. And it really comes down to some forgiveness of yourself. Forgiving yourself and, again, moving on. There's also, what I do love about this is that there is scales involved. Things are being weighed. There is sense of justice here for you at the same time. There are stars out there, many stars for you to make wishes upon. Whatever this is, it just involves someone that's no longer part of your life in many ways too. Okay, not gonna go down there. Anyway, let's see what we have. What does the Angels of Abundance have to add to this? Yeah, so even if it sounds kind of a strange one, there's a sadness here, but there's so much potential and opportunity. And again, I feel like my Cancers, somebody's leaving something behind in order to move into something wonderful. I mean, it could be like, just as an example, maybe somebody is, deciding on, going to college. Do I go to a college that's close by where I can see my family and friends? Or do I go to the college that I want to go? If I go to the college I want to go, that's far away. And I won't see my friends and family, but I really want to go there. And then, so it's just kind of like letting go of one dream and opening up to another. Okay, here we go. I hope that example helped, because I didn't want it to sound too morbid or too, because it really isn't. It's just, there's a melancholy to it. It's like, yeah, that's now. I need to go this direction now. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we have here for our Cancers. Conscious consumer. That's interesting in itself. I've never seen this one before. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision. So we have the world and your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. Interesting with that, but I know that we have the power to heal and we have the power to help in your decisions. So basically, kind of like it goes back to you're going to do what's right. You're going to do what's right, my Cancers. It, may not, I don't know. I'm not going to try to read too much more into that. That's an interesting card. Who does that belong to? I don't know. Let's see what we have here. What crystal or energy for my Cancers we have? Reversed. Peridot. Well-being, attracting money, good luck charm, healing heartbreak. So, my Cancers, interesting stuff. Anyway, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on that old bell for notifications, comment. Let me know who this is for. It's always a little interesting. But most importantly, and as always, my Cancers, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.